Hello and welcome to Crmpf Plays. And today we are playing No Man's Sky. As we go through the beautiful loading screen here, I'm going to let you know a little bit about this game and my history with it. If you're one of those people that stays up with kind of, gaming media and things like that, one of the things you'll know about this game is that it has been hyped to death. Absolutely hyped to death. It was announced, or at least I heard about it, about 3 years ago. And from that moment that I saw it initially in some of those initial screenshots and a little bit of video, I really wanted it. Initially, it just looked like a very pretty kind of Minecraft clone, but in space, and the ability to fly to different planets. And then it kind of grew a little bit more. So it's all procedurally generated. So every planet is generated like a Minecraft world. It essentially has a seed attached to it. All of the animals and the plants, I believe, are procedurally generated, or at least the animals are. I know that much. Not sure about the ships that you can get, like the spaceships. I'm not sure if they're procedurally generated as well. So we'll just get into here. I might just pause it for now. I am a little bit into the game already, and I'll explain why in a second. Yes. So let me just look out at this landscape for a little bit while I talk. So this is the newest planet that I've just arrived on. So it's an exploration game, and there are 18 quintillion planets to explore. So I figured this out, so that's an 18 with 18 zeros at the end of it. So a lot of different planets to explore. I think the idea is that not even all the players in all the world will be able to find them all and explore them all. So the whole game is about exploration. It's very exploration. It's first person. You do have a weapon of sorts, so I know this looks like some kind of badass laser gun, but it's actually a mining tool. Anyway, there's a lot to tell you about this game, so I might just start running around a little bit. So it's very much an exploration game. I've just realized that my frame rate is poor on the recording. It's about 60 frames a second, but about 20 on the recording. I'll be back in 1 second. Okay, hopefully that fixed it. I'm having to run at 30 frames a second because of some issues that the game has, which I want to talk about. So the idea of this game, it's very exploration based, so it's not a game where there's going to be a lot of hazards that are going to try and kill you. There's not going to be a lot of there's not a lot of things that are out here to try and kill you. Did I collect that? I did. Very much about exploration. There's a kind of story going on a little bit about you wake up and there's a lot of stuff around you about Atlas. These things here, these are sentinels as well. So they're the main kind of enemies. They take a bit of an issue when you start to kind of destroy the landscape, and they will try and kill you. But they haven't really been an issue because they're not around very much. If I bring up my inventory, you'll see I have up here my multi-tool, my starship, and my exosuit. So the multi-tool's the kind of mining weapon that you have. Mainly use it for mining. As you can see, all of these upgrades I have here are all to do with mining. So mining beam laser is strengthened to speed up terrain destruction. Again, another same version of that. Mining cooldown periods, etc. The starship, so this is my current ship. This was the pre-order ship because I did pre-order it, or at least I think it's the pre-order ship, but it might be just a ship that I got. Because I'm not sure if everyone got the same ship. It is a little bit boring for a pre-order ship, but these are some of the resources that you collect, and different things do different things, funnily enough. So this is an isotope element. All the red ones are isotope elements. The other ones are oxide elements. The blue ones are silicate elements. These ones are neutral elements, pardon me. And they all do different things. So you can see the little bars underneath here. So this is my pulse engine. This is the engine that allows me to fly through space quicker. And this I can only upgrade, or I can only refuel with thalmium 9. or Thamium-9. My launch thruster, so this is to allow me just to fly regularly. I need plutonium to recharge that, and my hyperdrive I need a warp cell, which takes a lot. So this is the actual ability to move through the universe from galaxy to galaxy. Shields take oxide elements, so anything yellow will recharge your shields to a different degree, and your phase beam here, so these are my weapons, so these will recharge with any isotope, so any red element. Done it again. And then finally your exosuit. Everything has a number of upgrades you can get. So the upgrades that I can build here are stamina enhancement. This allows me to breathe underwater better. I have not found any underwater worlds yet, but this makes me excited about what I might find. Shield boost, so this gives me better shields, and then a jetpack boost, because we do have a jetpack. So allow me to traverse some of these really cool looking planets. The game is really beautiful, kind of as an entire concept. The game is very beautiful, as you can kind of see. If you look at anything up close, you'll see that the textures are a bit meh. And it has this slight kind of blurriness, which probably won't come out in video, but on screen it looks like it's rendering at a lower resolution than upscaling, which it might actually, because for all intents and purposes this is a PlayStation 4 port. This is one of the things that you can find. This is like a little outpost, and they generally have these, what are they called? I don't actually know what they're called. Signal scanner. And these will show you something cool on the planet. So as you can see, it says a bypass chip required. So let's go ahead and make ourselves a bypass chip if we can. Here we go. So that takes 10 plutonium and 10 iron. So you just click and hold to make it. Make one, and it's got one use. And then this unlocks this to be able to use. So it opens up. Blah, blah, blah. And so this will actually let us find a number of things. Monoliths. Monoliths feel like they continue the story a little bit more. Colonial outposts, you tend to find aliens, you talk to them. They give you upgrades generally. Transmission is, again, show you some cool things around the place. And then shelter, again, you can find aliens. So let's actually try and see if we can find a monolith around. And I shall take a sip of coffee while it searches for alien artifacts. Alright, I'm pretty sure that every planet has a monolith on it. A very cool thing that actually it only just introduced to me in the game. So if I press escape, these are all the planets that I have been to, so each system. One of the things this game is all about discovery, so you can actually go here and upload, like rename and upload planets, systems, and also everything that you find on each planet. So all of the waypoints, discoveries, these are all the animals, and the game has only just opened this up to me, or only told me how to do this, which is bizarre. This is my 5th hour in the game, and this is the first time that I've actually properly been able to scan and analyze an animal. So I can rename what that's called. It's currently called Lagusiona pileat, which is a little kind of butterfly thing. Like I said, all of the creatures are procedurally generated, so they will all look different. And then I recently found... Oh, actually, it's not scanned it properly. I think it didn't save properly last time. Here we go. So this is some Thamium-9. So this is just some stuff that you can pick. I thought he was going to attack me then for picking some stuff. And here, you can just get out my mining beam and destroy that to get me some carbon. Where did those animals go? Here we go. Another very cool thing, there's a number of different alien species in the game. So far I've found the Gek and the Vikine. Each one of these knowledge stones allows you to learn a little bit more of the language. So I've just learned a new Gek word, which is cool. That means that the next time I speak to a Gek, I'll understand a little bit about what he's saying to me. I don't know if it really changes the... I'll jump in my ship. I don't know if it really changes the outcome of what you do, but it just allows you to let you know what you're getting yourselves in for a little bit more. On the bottom left, you can see I've got a little radiation bar and essentially a life support bar. So here we go. Let's just have a look at this, dude. Fit scans, analyzing. Beautiful. So this is an Aximagnes Rararogo. So I know we can feed him some iron. And now he likes me. You can't do anything beyond that, but it's quite cool. So you can see he's kind of, you know, he's got this spine on him. He's got the back tail of kind of a lizard, with the back legs of a deer, maybe. The front legs of a, I don't know, an elephant. And look, he's got a little babby. Come here, babby. Yes, I'll make you happy too. I'm going to feed you all some iron. Oh. Oh. I'm not sure. Oh, he's found me some protection stuff. Ah, so that's actually helped my... I didn't know that happened. That's very cool. So once you make the animals like you, they run around and try and find things for you. That's quite cool. Iron's a very, very normal resource. They do have slightly annoying voice. Get some more plutonium. I need that for my ship. And that's set off the Sentinel, who's not very happy with me. So he's looking out for me to make sure I don't do anything bad. And thankfully I didn't. So let's jump in here and we'll head to one of the things on the map. So the ship flying feels a little bit weird at the moment to me. And to be honest, the ship flying around the planets is a little bit meh. Just because, for example, here, I can't fly into anything. I can speed up, I can slow down, I can go backwards, I can do a barrel roll, but it's impossible to crash. So I will stop here at the monolith, but before I head to the monolith, I just do want to talk about the reputation of this game. So this was built up as this was hyped to become kind of the next coming of Jesus. And as a result, a number of strange things happened prior to its release. So it was initially delayed for a short amount of time. Not that long, I don't think, but it was delayed by a few months. And Sean Murray, who is the lead designer of this game and of Hello Games, I think is the company, actually got death threats because the game was delayed by 2 months. Now, since then, what's happened is it's been hyped so much that everyone thought it was going to be so much more than it ever was. I will just heal myself. I know. I've used my thalmium, which is a bad idea, but everyone thought this game was going to be so much more than it was. So I knew from the start it was going to be an exploration game, just pure exploration. No battles, no fighting, no base building, although they are bringing that, and no big like fleet starship battles. Shush, GLaDOS, please. I'm trying to talk to the YouTube people. And everyone thought it was going to be so much more than it was. And Sean Murray kept on saying, no, it's pure exploration. You'll go from planet to planet. You'll find stuff. You can rename it. You'll find these cool alien monoliths, etc., etc. He never said a lot about what was going to happen. And now that it's come out, everyone's hyped it and thought it was going to be so amazing. And it's just not the game that they expected. So it's not been scoring well. Personally, I do have my gripes with it. I do think it is still beautiful despite the texture murkiness, but I mean, just look at that as an example. It's not often that you see something that looks that good as an art style, I guess, and it's all procedurally generated. A few things I have an issue with. One, the performance isn't great. So there's a number of issues. I had to turn the... Hello? What's that? What's that pointing at? That's pointing at me. Or is it... Oh, maybe it's pointing at something. Ah, it's a new animal. Oh, it's a... Okay. This is the first time I've ever come across an aggressive animal. Juvenile asymptotic hunter, okay. I don't actually think my mining laser does anything to it. Or maybe it did. It's hard to tell. Oh! Okay. But yeah, for me, this game is exactly what I wanted from it. So yeah, I had to manipulate quite a few things to get it to run well enough. So it didn't run terribly, but it was very much slower than I feel like a game that looks like this should run. So I turned VSync off and I forced it off in the NVIDIA. I just got myself an achieve. Then 15 words of a language. So I have forced VSync off. which was necessary to get it to run above about 30 frames a second. And also I went into the options, the graphics options here, and usually I'd run with max FPS on, or max, but I've chosen to run it at 30 just because I want to lock it at 30 for the recording. I've got all the graphics on high. I could turn them down, but it runs okay. The other issue I've got is the field of view. It's set to 100, but my god, it does not feel like it. So I don't know, it must be vertical field of view, because it still feels really cramped. So I apologise if there's anyone that gets motion sick watching this. Let me just get this. Ruin of Mepsutuaptu, which is a Gek monument, or Gek monolith. I see a strange vision. A small winged creature lands on the very top of the monolith. Suddenly, its eyes glow red and its head revolves in a full circle. It screams for mercy in an ancient voice that wants itself dead. The poor animal has clearly broken its neck, but the monolith's power of possession still animates it. I wonder if the right thing to do would be to shoot it or put it out of its misery. So, you can see down the bottom left here, it says Nisogako Elj Gek first spawn, or this could you destroy Nipper. So, you kind of have to make a guess here about what you're going to do. I'm guessing one of them will make the Gek happier with me, one of them will make them more upset with me. I'm going to shoot the creature. Oh, and I got a reward. So sometimes you get a reward, sometimes nothing happens. I mean, it's kind of variant. I don't know what's happened here. My standing with the Gek has increased, so there you go. The Gek now like me a little bit more, and it tried to heal me. Ooh, learn the Atlas word for awake. Oh, and a Gek relic. So in general, these are just there to sell for quite a lot of money. It would be cool that, you know, if you held onto certain things. So for example, if I had a lot of Gek relics or Gek charms in my inventory, I'd get better prices when selling with the Gek or something, but in general that doesn't happen. It does, I will admit that it does kind of feel like a slightly unfinished game, because this still feels like there's a lot left to be put in.
Radiation protection.
But I'm really enjoying it. So like I said, I've got enough fuel in the launch thrusters. Need some plutonium.
Technology recharge.
There's also an issue with hitching, like jitters, which I don't really get that much anymore. So I think what happens is when you first load up the game, it jitters a lot as it kind of loads stuff around. So I have a feeling it's actually trying to load the whole planet. You can see some jitters there, which was actually only on the recording and not in-game. That one was actually in-game. Ooh, what's this? Ah, so this is a big old storage area, so I can destroy these for platinum. Fascination bead, so inventory management is a bitch in this game because everything fills up really, really quickly. You can, if you hold X while hovering over things, it automatically transfers them to your spaceship if there is room, and if you're near enough. So this is called Hubert Moore, and I can change the name of it if I like, but I'm not going to in this case. I haven't really named much, just because I struggle to come up with names for things. Oh, that looks quite cool. I don't know what's causing that, but let's go fly up and have a look. Got myself some carbon. This won't be collecting carbon. This will be walking a certain distance, I'm sure of it. There we go, 2000 U. I don't know what the U stands for. Let's just have a look. I might just jump off this planet for now, just to show you space. It feels very hand-holdy in parts, this game. But I think, and there's going to be people out there who hate me saying this, but I think a lot of the hand-holdiness comes from the fact that it's very much a... it's a PS4 port. I think they've made it with the PS4 first. Then we engage boost, engaging pulse engine. And this should get us off the planet. And we'll stop there. So if I slow down and spin my ship around, that's the planet we were just on. So it's very necessary to have enough fuel because there's a space station up here, yes? So if I fly up to the space station, you see that flying at this speed will take me... It's very cool. This I will say that for such a huge universe to play around in, it feels full of life. So you see people coming in from warp speed, there's people flying over. It's a very cool thing. So you'll see if I fly at this speed, it'll get me to the space station in 13 minutes. And that is 13 minutes. And there's a few other things, like I'll show you this planet. If I want to fly to this planet, it will take me 22 minutes. I'm trying to find... There was one planet I found that said it was going to take me, I don't know, 3 hours or something to fly to it. So here's the space station. So I'll just engage my pulse engine. And that'll get me there in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it will slow you down, so you can't crash into it. You press C to scan things, and that'll kind of let you know where stuff is around the place, on planets and stuff. So I'll just bust up the speed. It has taken me... Ooh, rare technology available. Well, I'm going to go there. It has taken me a while to get used to the flying controls, because they are weird. And from here on out, hands are off the controls. So this is what the space stations look like. They're a little bit bare. It'd be nice to see them do something else with this. I actually feel like this game is going to grow quite a lot over the next kind of year. I feel like there's a lot still they want to implement. They have said, like I said before, they're adding base building in, which is going to be very cool. So you'll be able to build outposts and things, which again will be really bare bones to begin with, but probably improve. This is, I believe, a Viking? No. It's a Gek. This is a Gek. Manager Siaparsa. Okay, so sometimes when you interact with these guys, they will sell you things or give you things, and you can't actually talk to them until your inventory is clear. These little doodads, these are your trade terminals, so this is where you can sell off your goods. It actually took me a surprisingly long time to realise I could bring up my Starship inventory from here. It's another weird thing, and probably because it is a port. In order to click, you can probably hear me clicking, but it's not doing anything. You actually have to click and hold to do anything in the game, which once you get used to it isn't the worst thing in the world. So I'm going to sell off the Gek relic, 25,000 units, and the fascination bead. Right, a Korvax conversion unit. I don't actually know what a lot of this stuff does at the moment. I feel like I've only just kind of scratched the surface of the game. What? Oh, because that was from my... so I'll check the power canister, the power reservoir into my ship. And this guy... We are currently friends with the Geks. Owned by Geks Suleron Iskarosm, Mabi Brujek, Give Inox. The trader eyes the facility exit door sadly, as if it had been stuck here for a while. It reaches down with its beak and dejectedly pecks at the suit's power cells and life support system. It looks run down. The lack of charge means that it's ill-equipped for planetary conditions and predators that rage outside. I'll give you some Heridium, good sir. He wanted carbon. So, yeah. So I didn't get anything from that. I'm not sure if anything negative happens. And I don't have enough carbon either to give him. See, I've stopped collecting carbon because I had so much of it and it was taking up all my inventory. And now I don't even have enough to complete my trade with that guy. But luckily there was some in that plant there, so we'll just finish that off. Hello. Fisiung Nitagek. The trader is clicking its beak, drooling slightly. So I can request a gift. A gift if I've got a Gek charm. I do not have any Gek charms at the moment. I really would like to know if there's any way I can increase... So you can get exosuit upgrades, but that's only going to bring me to 16 slots. And the Starship is only going to get up to a maximum of, what, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 slots. So it's not a hell of a lot. Which is a bit of confusion, because there's still some... Actually, there's no upgrades that I can do to this. Oh, there actually are, isn't there? But they take up a slot. So, for example, I can upgrade my cannon damage and a whole heap of other things. But they take up an inventory slot. So, it's a little bit hard to manage all of that at the moment. So, as you can see, things consistently fly in and out. One of the cool things about this is if I liked this ship, which I'm not too bad. I can go up and interact with him. So you can trade with him, which is very good. So I'm very good with the Gek. So I can make an offer on his starship. And currently that's 1 million units and 23 slots. 23 slots, but it all expands as well. So now this is 6x6, so 36 in total. Aha! Now we're getting somewhere. I'm discovering things with you guys. This is good. So obviously 1 million units. I do not have enough, but you can see you can move stuff in between, so you don't lose anything. Anything that you don't move to the new ship, you lose forever. Which isn't so bad because you can just land on the nearest planet and get it again. And then up here, I'm not going to be able to go through this door. So this is what intrigues me the most. Is all around this universe. I want to let you keep that in mind. It is a universe, not just a planet, not just a starship. It's a universe. There is this door, these doors, for example. 1 Atlas Pass V1 required. Everywhere there are things like that. Oh, I'd like that ship. There are doors, there are crates that you can't open because they require Atlas Passes of varying degrees. So I'm very much intrigued by the fact that I could have to come back to all of these places and try and unlock that, which I really, really like. Hello, friend. Let's have a look at your ship. So 24, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So a possible 35. So 7x5, which is awesome. It has a low hyperdrive pulse engine and launch thruster, but so much room for activities, but 1.5 million units. So, I think my next little quest, they look so much like X-Wings. It's very cool. My next little quest that I'm going to give myself is to actually get up enough units to buy myself a more awesome spaceship. So we take off, which is... So the final thing I want to show you before we cut this episode is... Let's just fly up to this thing, which is going to come up super quick. Is these things that you find around the place, which I actually tried to do this for the first time, not that, just before I started recording, and it went badly. So, hopefully, we can do this a bit better. I might go down to this one that's closer. So, we can actually attack these, and it will give us resources. So, let's see, have I got room for resources? Yeah, I got a little bit of room. So, maybe if I move this and this. Okay. So I can actually fly in here and try and take it on. This will anger the Sentinels as soon as I destroy one of these. And you can see I'm already being... it's a bad time for it to pause. So stuff kind of flies out of it. I need to fly and go and get it. No idea what I found. Yep. I thought that was happening. So the Sentinels are coming. They are going to kill me. I don't know if they'll actually kill me, but they're certainly not going to make this easy. I have to say, the ship combat is a little bit clunky and a little bit hard to kind of manage. I might just be terrible at it. I guess the good thing is because it's kind of more hand-holdy, because... And I'm sorry, console players, but it's catering more for console players. Slow down. You don't have to be a very good aim. Oh, that's hurt. That's the only way that I know of at the moment to recharge my shields. So as you can see there, my crosshair is nowhere near to it, and yet still I'm doing damage. I don't have... This is not a ship built for battle. Sentinel starships, oh god. So I need to find my planet that I previously discovered, which is you. And just... damn it. So I can't pulse out of here because of these ships coming for me. Come on. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Yeah, I am going to have to... No. I won't be able to... Oh, that's not good. That is not good. And the game does not pause while you're in. So my ship is not feeling good in the slightest. I need to... Need to get my shield back up. I need to punch it. Try and get away from them. Okay, come on, bring it around, bring it around, bring it around. Oh, man! That is bad. I have to say, though, this game does, sometimes in these dogfights, this game does give me feelings of kind of the old TIE Fighter and X-Wing games. Just the amount that I'm kind of moving the mouse. I do really actually quite like this game. Ah, I've just died. There seems to be more of the universe than a random chaotic bunch of stuff. Wow, that's the first time I have died. And, my phase beam's critically damaged. Return to death location to recover inventory. Wow. That's never happened before. So this is obviously the first time I've had to do this. The space battles are quite bad, quite hard. But like I said before, this ship is ill-equipped. So it's the basic gun that you start off with. So the basic photon cannon and the photon beam is kind of the second best. But still, yeah, not a good thing. So there's heaps of different things. Damage theta, there's damage upgrades to it. I did find out recently, I've got time, I did find out recently that where you put the technologies matters. I think if I go to my multi-tool, so you see that these have a green thing around them. That means that they all kind of, there's like a synergy between them all, which the game does not tell you, which is really irritating. Because once you make a upgrade to your weapon, you can't move it. Like once you... So for example, so in my multi-tool, I have this upgrade. I can't move it once it's installed. Once it's installed, it's installed. I can't do anything about it. So in order to, if I wanted to cluster all these together, which would be the best, so I would cluster them all amongst the mining beam, I would need to dismantle them, which gives you half or possibly a third of the resources back, and then remake them. No! No hostile ships approaching. Go! Straight into the planet. Huh. So, I don't want to do that anymore. So let's just go and set this down, and we'll finish up this episode. I don't know how long it's been going for. Come on. She's burning up! She's burning up! Oh my god, are we gonna crash? No, we're not, because it's No Man's Sky and you can't. Alright. The pop-in is really quite ridiculous as well, so you can see everything kind of fuzzy off in the distance. And it kind of pops in as you fly around. There's a lot of issues with the game, but it is exactly the game that I feel like they promised. So I can't be too mad. So this is probably first episode, I would say, of No Man's Sky. I will be playing more, of course I will. Because I very much like this game. Yeah, give me some iron. I need some carbon as well, because I'm out. Carbon is plentiful, so it's not that big of a deal. Let's just save it here at the Crmpf Marsh. Oh yeah. Nice screenshot. And I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.